let's talk about song structure and how Taylor Swift does that for her mashups specifically. So whatever song she is about to play in her acoustic sessions, she always starts with some sort of piano intro. And this is not only to make it more interesting from a listener's perspective, but it also makes it easier for her as a singer to hit the right note when she starts to sing, because the piano intro sets the scene and establishes the musical key that we're in. So she often plays just simply the chords of the song quite softly in the intro to lead into the first verse of the song, but you could also just play one chord to establish the key, or even one note to establish the first note you're about to sing. So for example, for a song in C major, you could just start with this chord as the intro, like that, and then let the first verse begin. However that sounds. Or if you as a performer prefers to hear the note that you're about to start your vocals on, you can incorporate that in the intro as well. For example, like this. Anyway, you can vary the intro as you like, and Taylor Swift uses a lot of variations of intros in her acoustic sessions, so whatever fits your preferences will work fine as an intro. And then of course we get to the first verse of the song when you play and sing, and some songs have a pre-chorus before the chorus, which is essentially a part of the first verse. And after that we get the first chorus, and after the first chorus is when it starts to get a bit interesting song structure wise, because in Mashups she tends to want to switch to the second song after the first chorus of the first song, and she often uses a post-chorus as a transition from one song to the other. So let's, for example, look at the mashup of Mirrorball and Epiphany that she played in Singapore. After the first Mirrorball chorus, she plays 4 bars of some kind of post-chorus to that. And what she often does is to play the post-chorus more intensely than the chorus, to sort of make a dynamic hill in the song structure to separate the two songs from one another. So when it gets softer again is where Epiphany starts with the first verse. So that is a quite trivial but yet effectful way to transition from one song to the other. And then of course she plays the first verse of the second song, Epiphany in this case. And there's a pre-chorus and then a chorus. And then there's quite some variation in how she continues after that, but she tends to play the bridge of the second song after its first chorus. So she essentially skips the second verse and the second chorus of that song. And Taylor Swift loves her bridges. And I especially think that her bridges stand out in her acoustic sessions and work especially well when she just plays piano and sing. So the climax of the mashup often is when she plays both bridges of the two songs. So first the bridge of one song and then the bridge of the other song. And then that leads into a final chorus or outro where she often combines the two choruses with some sort of wordplay as well. So that is essentially how she usually structures up her mashups. But of course, there's a lot of variation in specifically how she does it. And sometimes she plays 3 songs, so that's a more complex puzzle to solve, but the principles are the same. So now the only part left is the actual ending of the acoustic session, and I will save that for the next video.